What's up, guys? Big and Oops here from IV Gaming, bringing you a wonderful LASO video. Oops, which one are we doing now?
We're doing the second level in Halo Combat Evolved, and that one is simply called Halo. Believe it or not.
That's a pretty intuitive name
Yeah.
for a level in a game called Halo. You know, I actually heard in like some Asian culture, they named it, they added the CE just so they could understand like what the game was, because they had no idea like what CE meant or what Halo meant or something like that.
Yeah, I heard something about that too. I just hope that since they named the game after this level, or this level after the game, it's not an indication of how the game is, because this level is not the most fun.
No, and no level's really that fun on LASO, I guess.
And as you could see there,
But there are some that stick out in particular.
I did speed the video up a little bit there because there is a lot of running and pointless driving in this mission, and we don't want you guys to have to be here all day.
Yeah, not like we were when we recorded it.
Yeah, well, this first half went pretty well. I mean, as you can see, like always from our score on the bottom right, we die quite a bit, but that just proves that anyone can, and if you persevere enough, you can get through it.
And true to form, I'm behind you so far this entire time.
Yeah, I know you always got my back.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, of course I always have your back. Come on, my best friend.
As far as how you should approach this level, definitely same as in the first level. Prioritize grunts. They will take care of most of your kills. There you are, trying to get an angle up there. Oh, there's a grunt running behind that tree. Oh, he died.
Yeah, thanks. You don't even let me get kills.
Well, we'd be there even longer then.
Yeah, if I was doing, like, we both played like me, it'd be like a 4.5 hour level when it could be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to know what the 4.5 hour levels would take, as they are.
Yeah, it'd be like a 12 hour. We'd have to block off the whole weekend to do one level.
I'm gonna run up and punch this elite. The funny thing about this is the attempt before it, he actually turned around and kicked me in the face, so that time it went better.
Yeah, that'll happen. And what is it, the black eye skull? That makes melee actually pretty useful in these LASO levels.
Yep, you only recharge your shields when you punch something, so and get your fists ready. Be careful around here because you can take fall damage and die, but you just kind of walked off the edge there and somehow didn't take damage. There was a rock that you kind of slipped off of that you got extremely lucky, or skillful, one of the two.
You act like I don't know what I'm doing here. I knew that rock was there. I've done that hundreds of times before.
Yeah.
And I mean, this part's really just rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Like the dropships keep coming in. We just keep taking the enemies out.
One thing you can see if you watch my footage, I miss a lot of shots, and you'll see that I get frustrated and just throw a grenade every once in a while because I can't hit them while I shoot. And because of the boom skull, the explosions have twice the radius, so sometimes that's useful, sometimes it isn't. Missing all my melees there.
Yeah, I saw that, but then you come through with the double kill.
There, you randomly picked up a health.
Well, yeah. But you missing these shots could be because aim assist is off when you're doing LASO.
Yes, it is. And that is the eye patch skull.
Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here!
So yeah, this part of the mission, you're just kind of holding out at this base, trying not to have these soldiers slash scientists slash guys die. If you have them die, it's not the end of the world. They carry ammo. And because of recession, your shots take twice as much ammo.
Yeah, they are useful. They serve a purpose.
And you also don't pick up as much ammo due to the famine skull. So you got to get ammo wherever you can.
Yeah, and Marines are a good source of it because otherwise They'll just be killing you with their arid grenades or any other way they can kill you. They will find a way, especially on LASO.
You do have to be careful. If you kill too many Marines, they will turn on you and give you a taste of your own medicine. And they are typically a better shot than the Covenant are. There was a nice grenade there.
I mean, they're typically a better shot than I am.
Can't hide from me. Ha.
That was a nice grenade.
And then it's worth mentioning the malfunction skull, where if you die, a different part of your HUD is removed. So you'll see sometimes the reticle's gone, like we both have now. Sometimes our health, our ammo will be gone, and typically it's always the one that you don't want gone to be gone.
Exactly. And a little pro tip for you guys out there. Go into a custom game before going to LASO. Put a little post-it note something on your screen where your reticle is, using a sniper or something, so you at least have some idea when your reticle does go out.
Yes, but do not use duct tape.
I mean, it's a free country. If you want to use duct tape, I mean, no one's going to stop you, but we wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, just tell your parents we didn't tell you.
Yeah, tell your parents nothing about us, please.
You gotta always love the nice Halo music. You know something's happening when that kicks in.
And when the epic music comes on, something good's happening.
Yeah, and like I brought up earlier, just always prioritize those grunts. They'll, because they die in an explosion, they will do a lot of your work for you, especially if you can get them right when they drop off the ship, like I was trying to do.
And I don't think we really realized that the first time we were running through LASO, because it got a little easier when we decided to, maybe we should shoot the grunts first instead of the elites.
That is for sure. And in this level, ammo conservation isn't a huge deal, but if you can save ammo, save ammo. Here we are brawling with two elites, trying not to punch each other. I kind of cut back and forth there to give some nice angles, but we persevered through it. That Marine was still shooting the body because they do that out of anger sometimes.
And something you'll find in LASO, if you're doing it with a friend, you will punch each other a lot.
Often. Don't.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get mad at the other one too much.
You're just saying that because you don't want me to get mad at you whenever you're punching me randomly. I'm talking when you're in a fight, not just when you're standing in a hallway.
Yeah, you'll be trying to punch an elite and you'll hear the crack, and the elite will not fall, and you'll know what you did instantly.
And thanks to the Iron Skull, you'll be back at the last checkpoint.
Anytime you move on from a section, check for ammo, because you don't want to get another checkpoint without ammo.
Oh yeah, if you get stuck in a bad checkpoint, we've had runs where we've had to restart the entire mission. So try to be as prepared as you possibly can be, going checkpoint to checkpoint.
Always communicate your health situation, because if you hog the health packs, it's just going to hurt you just as much as your teammate, because you dying will set both of you back, your teammate dying will set both of you back. You want to give the person with the least amount of health the health pack. Don't hog it. Here we're looking for some ammo, like I had said. I knew that one of these guys up here had a pistol at one point, and right there you can see on the top left I found 34 rounds, so that is about 16 shots.
And you mentioned not hogging the health pack. This is the truest form of cooperative play that you can get, I think, in a lot of games. You need each other to be successful.
Yeah, and in this mission you'll see a couple times that Big may have had more or less health than me, but with my playstyle versus his playstyle, we always assessed the risk and based it on who we thought would need it more at the next section.
going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Yeah, you're definitely more of a run and gun style player. But I kind of pride myself in my ability to stay alive. Any game, online or otherwise, that we're playing.
Okay, so at this part, you can kill everything. The first time we went through it, we did. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I figured, we can skip it, so why not? As you can see, I have full health, full shields, and my jumping skills leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah, and an inability to jump on the warthog.
I made sure I left this in
Or-
here to
or to the
humiliate
ledge.
me a little bit. Got a nice angle from your point of view. Oh, there we go. You got to do a little bit of a crouch jump there. You can jump off the gun barrel, but it can be hard. Here, you can catch that lip and miss the jump on the way back. But I made it first attempt, and with 1 bar of health, though. You can see I went and punched that jackal for shields. Let's just say that Big and I wished we would have reset at this point and tried to leave this area with a little bit more health, because the next part was rough with only having 1 bar of health and barely any shields.
Right. And for sure, if you get to this part with low health, like there's nothing you can do about it. I think when we beat it, killing everything, you just drove me around on the warthog strategically, back and forth. And
Yeah, you just kind of drift around. Yeah, don't be afraid to just wipe, throw a grenade at your feet, have your teammate punch you. If you didn't like how much ammo you used at one section, if you don't have enough shields that you would like, it's a lot easier to redo a section than have to redo the whole mission. As you can see from the score on the bottom of the screen, this part took us quite a while because the health situation made it rough.
yeah, this part was incredibly frustrating.
You'll see in a little bit here the strategy that we ended up implementing to get through this part and then the rest of the mission too, because we found out that we could do it. We both get back in the Warthog, and if you leave the area, Cortana kind of yells at you, but you get another checkpoint as you enter and exit the area. You could see on the side there was a red score. That was me cutting out the other deaths that we had after that point.
And again, we're in classic graphics for LASO, because the geometry of the objects is different in the updated graphics. So you think you're throwing around a rock, but really the rock is bigger or whatever, and all of a sudden you're throwing a sticky in your own face, and you're dying enough on LASO you don't need to do it to yourself.
Yes, and it's both. They make things bigger, so you throw a sticky in your face, or well, they make things bigger and smaller, so you can either throw a sticky in your face or you can think you're behind cover but actually get shot through a gap. There's really no rhyme or reason for whether that object is actually there or it's not. So when playing through, normal difficulty, hard, even legendary, it's not a huge deal, but on LASO I'd definitely recommend playing in the classic graphics.
Yeah, you don't need to give the Covenant any more of an advantage than they already have.
And as you can see here, we just kill enemies slowly. As we killed quite a few, we were like, we'll go get another checkpoint. So just drive back over here, flip the Warthog a few times.
Flip over the rock.
Yeah. I always backed up through the checkpoint, so if we died, it would respawn us going the right way, because turning around multiple times isn't fun. Here I have some nice views of what we did at this part. We had a grunt and an elite up there, as you can see, or 2 grunts, I guess. And you don't want to waste too much pistol ammo on elites, because they'll just take, unless their shields are down and it's one headshot, they'll take way too much ammo than what they're worth. So there you are, you know, keeping his attention, making him dance like someone in a bar shooting at people's feet.
Right, that's what I was doing. I wasn't wasting ammo.
And just, there you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah, you're better off going up to him and getting in a punching brawl with him instead of wasting all your pistol ammo that you can use on grunts later.
Yeah, because the elites will not, unless you're, you know, low health, low shields, you can take a hit and it'll only take your health down, or shields down about halfway.
And then ideally, if you're punching him and killing him, you'll get your shields back anyway. You'll miss your punches a lot, but...
Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of scoping up these elites, but not taking shots because I knew that there's no way I would be able to take them out. Here you are trying to get the checkpoint, but we found out that you both need to be back there, so... You're still going back further to see if you can get it. I'm trying to take out some jackals now, missing all my shots, and then we decided to just meet back up.
Yeah, I was dedicated trying to get that checkpoint. It's the only time I ever get to drive. And that's really because I'm a terrible driver.
Yeah, as you can
Let's
see,
not get that twisted.
he hopped out right away, so... So yeah, there's 3 bases here. Guys on the inside, a few on the outside. Again, just take your time, take them out one by one. Here I kind of found out that getting in the turret was probably the best bet for these elites because one-on-one you can take out elites, but if there's grunts, jackals, multiple elites, they'll shoot you before you can get your shields back.
And that was one hell of an explosion, too, on that grunt. So if that shows you the boom skull, like there it was.
Yeah. Here I'm trying to splatter an elite for some reason. Almost hit you.
Almost splattered me, yep.
The vehicles in Halo 1 also have they're very deadly when they're moving. So you can slightly hop out of a warthog and splatter yourself if it's just slightly sliding your way.
Yeah, it's super finicky.
And then if you get to the end of this section and you can't really find any... That was dangerous because you can punch a grunt in the face, but if they're down any health, it will blow up in your face. Anyway, if you cannot figure out where the last enemies are, just walk through this bottom of the base. Sometimes there'll be jackals down here, sometimes there won't be. And sometimes there'll be Marines that kill themselves.
Yeah, he was not having any of this.
No,
He's like, this isn't what I signed up for.
He just didn't want to live anymore.
His wife just left him. He's got all kinds of medical bills for his kids' braces, and he just, you know, if I die in duty, her medical bills should be taken care of, and
Yeah, I mean, he probably got like
I'll get to live a better life.
a nice medal for that.
Yeah, Medal of Honor, falling off a bridge after he was captured and didn't do anything. Meanwhile, they send out Master Chief with no help. Like, it's just Master Chief, and then he always has to save like groups of 18 Marines.
Yeah, I always stop pretty early to let you in so I don't accidentally splatter you after getting progress, because the last thing you want to do is get progress in LASO and kill the other person.
Some nice splatters by ooooooopz.
Yeah, and splatters don't count as melee kills, which I still want to protest because that is that's blunt force, you know.
I mean, I'll give you that. It is blunt force. I'm not an expert. I don't know the definition of melee. But I'll side with you on this one. Sure.
So this part was a little rough. You have enemies in that main base there. The next few minutes are going to be a lot of me just shooting this Gatling gun and Big doing some sniping. If you don't like the sound of the Gatling gun, turn your volume down for a little while.
Yeah, no kidding. And, I mean, everything, all these levels are kind of, you know, it's kind of trial and error for what works best for you. Because you can look up every guide in the world, but things may not be laid out that way. You might not be able to execute the same way someone else does. So you just keep trying it and hope you get better, a little bit better each time until you eventually can get through it.
As you can see, Big is prioritizing the jackals because their fully charged plasma pistol can, I believe it takes your shields down in one shot, and then I think it'll either kill you in the next one with full health, or it'll take you down pretty far. So, and they do track, obviously, so those were killing me pretty quickly on this part because they would just shoot at the Warthog, and that damages me just as much.
I was pretty tentative on firing at those dancing jackals because, like you said, you don't have a lot of ammo, and it counts for twice as much every time you shoot.
Yes, and jackals are very rough to hit with the sniper as is, and with them not flinching and just being the jackals that they are, they're not.
Yeah. No flinch, they got the shield, auto aims off. So you kind of got to pick your spots wisely here.
And still always prioritize the grunts. As you can see there, I killed one grunt and it took out 3 elites, so you gotta prioritize those grunts. The grunts do have weird hitboxes, which you'll see more in the next mission, Truth and Reconciliation. If you hit them in the cone on the back of their backs, sometimes it'll count as a kill, and sometimes it will not. So be careful when you're doing that, because ammo is huge. And here we were like, hey, I wonder if the checkpoint thing will work again. And it did.
Yeah, so in this part, I mean, even if you want to kill one enemy at a time, if you can get over there and get that checkpoint.
Yeah, there is a way to do it. No matter how you try, there's a way to get it done.
A little sneaky. Oh, no, turn around.
No survivors.
When you kill an elite like that, sometimes they will still be firing their plasma rifle, and it can kill you or damage you as he's falling to the ground. So be aware of that as well.
So yeah, I mean, this whole mission is kind of find the enemies, kill the enemies. Find the rest of the enemies, kill the rest of the enemies. Try to get your checkpoints.
There, I was looking for the sniper rifle you picked up because I wasn't sure which iteration of our attempts we were on, so I didn't know if you had picked it up yet or not.
And there are a lot of attempts, so you will get confused sometimes.
As you can see there, there was a health pack. I had 3 bars of health and full shields. You had 4 or 5 bars of health, but no shields. But since I drive around and splatter and all that, we kind of figured it was best for me to pick it up, even though I had the full shields.
Yeah, strategy and practice.
Here I'm struggling getting out. And I believe here I struggle getting up.
Yeah.
Warthogs do not climb 90-degree angles very well.
Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site.
No, they certainly do not.
Uses the captain's
And for me,
command.
I can't even turn the thing, so
Bad news is that the Covenant
I can't
captured
really,
the entire
you know,
supply
talk about your
route
driving
back.
too much.
Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
Alright, so this is the last section. You can do these sections in any order. It really doesn't matter which order you do them in because you have to clear them out anyway. Again, you can see me
Is
getting...
that true?
Yes, that is 100% true. You can do the last one, or the first one that we did last. You can do this one first. I honestly just drive around until I see those little flashing beacons, and that tells you that there's a section to clear out. And
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've done. I never knew that you could actually go and do it in the other order.
Yeah, we said that most levels are pretty linear in this game. Well, this one, you got to do them all, but you can do them however you want in whatever order.
I learned something today, at least.
As you can see, I'm in the Gatling gun again because ammo, and you know, it's just fun. You don't have to be accurate.
I'm saying screw it. I want to kill that elite. Good luck being accurate with auto aim off, honestly. That might be my least favorite part of this.
There, I'm trying to pick up ammo, which I had full pistol ammo anyway, but when you see it on the ground, you gotta try.
It's one of those things.
Nice little roll there. I'm surprised that didn't splatter us, but we got lucky there.
Lucky, yeah, lucky neither of us died there.
And with Halo CE, you may think you get a checkpoint, but you gotta watch for those, because there's been times that, you know, you get a checkpoint every time you've played the game at that point, but it just doesn't pop this time. And of course it'll be LASO the time that it doesn't pop. So keep an eye out for those, and then you can have some, once you get them, you can have a few attempts where you just, you know, run in, shoot whatever you want, have a little bit of fun, and then keep trying that part for the next hour.
Yeah, you get that checkpoint courage. It's like, oh, maybe we can just run in and beat this real fast. Typically doesn't work out for us.
As you can see, you're doing a lot of work there. I was trying to find where all these enemies were at.
Don't worry, I got you covered for once. Usually it's easy for me to find the enemies because I'll just look for your arrow and they're usually surrounding you.
There, you found a jackal sneaking up on us. I was still looking at that ship. And there's an elite. Nice grenade throw. And
I did nothing but get scared and then throw a grenade.
here, I should have let you punch him, but sometimes you get frantic and just keep punching.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment.
There's 2 good snipes from me.
I actually looked at our names there to see what was that me?
Those snipes coming from my left were, I believe that was the Marine, because there were 4 shots in a row, and we can only take 2 before reloading.
Yeah, we don't get 4 shots, unfortunately.
Nice little cluster of grunts. If you guys didn't know, what cluster of grunts is called a cluster.
Yeah, a gathering of grunts in a group, sometimes family, called a cluster. And that's canon.
So this part we attempted a few times and splattered ourselves, maybe 4 or 5, 'cause I rolled it and then it fell on top of us.
And we just kept trying.
You guys will see that at some point. I'm gonna be making a death montage video, but trust me, there's a lot of deaths to cut together.
Yeah, it's probably longer than our actual attempts. These videos, all the deaths.
Here we're getting the checkpoint, because I don't believe we had a couple checkpoints in there, but when in doubt, go get that checkpoint. And then it also has enemies kind of all converge on you back here, and you know that there aren't going to be any sneaking up on you.
Yeah, more of the same here. Kill. And wait. And kill some more. Wait.
Yeah, here you had a pretty nice grenade throw that I thought you missed from my point of view, but...
Oh, that was a pretty nice grenade throw.
And then you immediately get in the passenger seat of the Warthog. There goes the jackal falling.
That was my relaxation time to reward myself for that grenade.
If you park back far enough here, they just don't advance, so you can just pick them off from a distance, and since the Gatling gun is unlimited ammo, you can do it as long as it takes.
And sometimes it takes a while. And be careful if you're not in the Warthog at this point, so you don't walk in front of the bullets flying out of the gun.
Yes, that happened a couple of times, or at least once. And we're just cleaning up the last of the grunts here, and the mission will be over shortly.
It's very possible, even if you just see 2 grunts in the lead, you should probably still be safe trying to kill them.
Yes.
You can get overtaken pretty quickly out here.
And especially if you're not professional gamers like us, give yourselves,
Right.
for this mission, I would say give yourselves a good 3-4 hours to complete it. I think it took us, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, but we're professionals. If it took us that long, it'll probably take you like a half hour.
Section right after that, interior of that building, took us the longest because of the health situation we put ourselves in.
Yeah, so don't do what we did, and you'll probably be better off.
And that is Halo on Halo CE.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Next one, Truth and Reconciliation. It's a good one. See you next time.